Techno update. Subscribe now.
Dell XPS 13. To be fair, there isn't a lot to be said of the XPS 13's design this time around, as very little, if anything, has changed. You still have the 13.3-inch display as sharp as QHD+, 3200 by 1800 pixels, with optional touch controls tightly packed within an 11-inch wide frame. And, you still have the beautiful, machined aluminum lid and base that is set a comfy, carbon fiber keyboard deck coated in soft touch paint. Only this time, the lid and base come in rose gold, the salmon shade that's all the rage in tech products these days, as well as the traditional silver option. During our time with the new XPS 13, we came to a crucial realization: this laptop can match and even surpass the 13-inch MacBook Pro in almost every regard. For $100 less than Apple's latest laptop, the XPS 13 offers a sharper screen, a stronger processor and the same amount of RAM and storage. Oh, and this guy has a full-size SD card slot. The MacBook Pro. You'll get one more Thunderbolt 3 port, one of which needs to be used for charging, and little else for its starting price. On paper, it seems like the XPS 13 will give you a better time editing photos and video than its arch-nemesis. Well played, Dell. The XPS 13 sent to us for review came packing the 2.7 GHz, dual-core Intel Core i7-7500U processor powering the 3200 by 1800 resolution touchscreen with 8 GB of RAM behind it. As you can see from the benchmarks, this chip has no problem gobbling up the various tests thrown its way. That is, save for graphics output. You might be able to squeeze some Hearthstone or basic indie games out of this laptop, but if it's gaming you want, check out something like the Alienware 13. Getting back to general performance, we encountered zero issues with the XPS 13 during our usual workload. That's 10 plus Google Chrome browser tabs with various spreadsheets, documents and web pages therein alongside the Slack chat client. And, speaking of photo editing, the XPS 13 handled Lightroom with nary a problem. In fact, editing photos through a QHD+ screen helps take far better advantage of the raw image files than even a QHD display. Exports tend to choke the system slightly, but that's to be expected on most devices short of those with gobs of memory and desktop-grade processors. Dell, like all the other laptop makers, promises some insane longevity from the XPS 13, to the tune of up to 22 hours from the FHD model, Core i3, and 13 hours from the QHD+ version, Core i5, in the Mobile Mark 14 test. Since we're testing the Core i7 variety with the QHD+ screen, we haven't enjoyed nearly as long of battery life from the XPS 13. Of course, that's not to say the numbers we reported aren't impressive. A score of 4 hours and 3 minutes is actually more than acceptable from the notoriously unforgiving PC Mark 8 battery test. Better yet, the XPS 13 lasted a cool 7 hours and 13 minutes playing Guardians of the Galaxy at 1080p on loop. That's just minutes from the 13-inch MacBook Pro's figure of 7 hours and 24 minutes on the same test. Both tests are conducted with the screen and volume at 50% with all radios but Wi-Fi deactivated as well as keyboard backlighting disabled. If you were to use the Windows 10 battery saver mode throughout your use of the XPS 13 while away from an outlet, surely you could squeeze at least another hour out of the device. At that point, you're looking at all-day battery life, the gold standard for laptops today.